Looking for jobs where I could start my own lab, I applied to places where I knew that there were a strong concentration of RNA scientists. And one of those places, which sort of surprised me at the time, was Cleveland. And Cleveland, Ohio was known for its RNA community and in fact was one of the first centers for RNA molecular biology within the United States. And that's really a testament to the chair of the department, who is editor of a journal called RNA, which is the flagship journal of the RNA Society. And that journal was started at Case Western Reserve University in 1995, and next year celebrates its 20th anniversary. And the chair of our department, Tim Nielsen, actively recruited myself and Kristen to come to Case Western and to continue to develop our science and focus on RNA.
And so it was really an easy decision to come to Cleveland, and for Jeff it was returning to the Midwest, and for me it was a bit of transition, but it was a great opportunity. And
well, having been in Tucson all those years, 80 degrees in January, it was quite a transition.
It was a transition back to the snow, but it's been wonderful, and our colleagues here are just world class.
So I was planning to come to the United States. I didn't know where exactly at the beginning, but I knew that I wanted this experience. And so I started looking at a few labs. Yeah, when I came, Jeff showed me the subjects, and I liked the fact that there's like a small number of labs here in the RNA Center, and they are all really working on RNA, and I thought I would learn a lot from the experience of the labs.
The Center for RNA Molecular Biology is something that is sort of unique to Cleveland. It's a collection of about 9 scientists that have primary appointments within the center. It's a freestanding academic unit, meaning that all of the faculty within the center have tenure through the center itself. But independent of the center, there are numerous RNA biologists in the Cleveland area. So we have collaborations with individuals from the Cleveland Clinic, as well as Cleveland State University and other departments within Case Western Reserve University. In addition to the RNA Center, we also will often talk to colleagues down at Ohio State University and other researchers within the Midwest. There is a large concentration of RNA biologists within the Midwest.
So collaboration has been really nice for me. I mean, we're working on a paper right now, and that paper has a dozen authors, and Jeff and Kristen are 2 of them. There's another author that is at the University of Connecticut who helps us with our sequencing. There's another author who was down at UCSF. So we've got collaborations all over the place, and I mean everybody helps. So I really like having the collaborations because you have an expert for everything. So you can always turn to someone and say, hey, how should we really be doing this one thing? Instead of, I like doing things myself, but cobbling things together and not knowing if they're really doing what you want them to do is not a good way to go. I'm a big proponent of learning how to do something myself, but I'm always careful to have somebody that knows who they're doing look over the work and say, yes, you're doing it right, go ahead and do it. So I found that to be a really good way to do good science, because otherwise you don't really know if you're doing good things.